What's up, Goated Ones? Frank from the Goated Guild here, checking out LibLab. Better SDKs for your API. What does that mean? Your API deserves a better SDK. Instantly generate SDKs in multiple languages for your API service. Hey, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Cool. They give you this little preview. You've made a SDK in a certain format, documented in a certain way, and now you have libraries for all these different languages. That's pretty dope. What the hell? This should autoplay.
APIs are everywhere. And whilst APIs are the quickest way to expose your services to the world, they're not always what developers want to use. Instead, developers want an SDK for the programming language they are using to build their app.
Facts. 100% agree.
This is where LibLab comes in. With LibLab, you can build developer-friendly, human-readable SDKs in minutes from your OpenAPI, Swagger, or GraphQL spec. Let me show you how.
Cool. I've used Swagger before, multiple times.
First of all, install the LibLab CLI and log in. Next, initialize your project and configure the options, such as pointing to your API spec and selecting the SDK languages that you want. Then, build your SDK. LibLab will not only create SDKs in multiple languages, but also create full SDK documentation, including code samples. And that's it. You or your customers can now build amazing applications with your new SDK. LibLab can also integrate with your CI/CD pipelines, such as through GitHub Actions. So every time you update your API, your SDK gets updated too. LibLab, developer-friendly SDKs for your APIs.
I like this. I like this a lot. They gave you the high level. Your API deserves a better SDK. Yeah, that's okay. Instantly generate SDKs in multiple languages, and then showing you that they just did a build and then generated SDKs for all these languages. That is pretty damn cool. I wonder if this can be integrated with like README. So it like generates this and then, it updates all of my SDK documentation, which seems to take up a lot of time. It says it generates examples as well. This is a beautiful hero. It's got everything you need. Video, it tells you the video is less than a minute. I couldn't really ask for more in the hero. I would just sign up right away. They really don't need anything else in the site. So definitely one of the better sites that I've seen recently. So I'm giving it a 9.1 on the hero. And we know that that's pretty good. We don't get that often. That is goated for sure. Let's check out the rest of the page. I'd like to just see examples of SDKs that were generated this way. Cool. In their preferred language. A true language native SDK. Each programming language has different patterns. Your SDKs now have best practices built in. Zero touch automated SDKs. Take control of your time. Automatically generate everything from SDK to documentation pages. Okay, bring your APIs. We support common specs like OpenAPI, Swagger, LibLab, Magic. Generate SDKs. This format is 0, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. This is weird. It doesn't have like a natural flow to it. Is that just because of the width of the... No, they designed it that way. That's just strange. Deploy. Cool. SOC 2 compliance. Always important. TechCrunch article. Some engineers. Let's see if these are good testimonials. Creating good SDKs is time consuming and complex. With LibLab, you have something working as soon as you start experimenting with the SDK generator. As a developer, I found creating SDKs with it to be very satisfying, very fast, and very satisfying. Yeah, I could see that. As a developer myself, developer evangelist even, I can tell you the problem that they're trying to solve is a real one. It definitely does take cycles for companies, especially if the API is not like the core product. And maybe it's just like one engineer is kind of working on that, or it's like a side thing to the core business. It's good to have tools to ensure that you're, creating SDKs that are working in all these different languages and doesn't, have less functionality in one SDK than another because of time for those engineers. And I'm sure more languages are going to pop up and people are going to want to be able to integrate easily. And it's annoying to have to do that manually. So I love everything about this. This is one of the better products I've seen recently. I think maybe the homepage could have some more clear examples of other companies that have used it. I like to see a company of a significant size. I think that's what I really need to see. There's no real social proof on this page. So it makes me feel like maybe this might not be for bigger companies. It's hard to tell. Wait, damn. Okay, open source, unlimited commercial use for teams of any size, non-commercial products. Damn, that's a lot. 1,000 a month. So this is for big companies. If this is really what you're trying to sell, what's the additional stuff? It's just for like commercial use. You gotta really, that's expensive. This is a lot of heavy lifting, but it's like, would I feel like this is worth it? Not sure. At least there's not enough information on this page to convince me based on like pressure from like other companies, if that makes sense. So like I would want to see at least one case study of a fairly large company that said these are the reasons why just like manually updating SDKs for all these things has like caused us problems in the past. So instead of doing that, this is a more clear way for us to do it, to have consistency, to be able to deploy 10 different SDKs when like a small update happens instead of having to wait in order to make that happen. Those are the kind of things that can be explained on like a case study page that makes the case for companies to say, all right, you could just DIY it, but here are the problems. And I think that's the only thing that's like really missing. Maybe some of that social proof of other companies, but also what are the major pitfalls of doing this yourself and explain them. Because people might not fully think of it. They're like, oh, most developers think they could do anything. Like, oh yeah, we could do that. We could just do it ourselves. We want to be able to convince either like a product manager or somebody that it's better for us to just use this service, make it simple. We have enough money, we raise enough money or generate enough. This like de-risks us in a certain way. But overall, I really like this product and I like the page. I'm gonna give it. What do I give it? Oh man, the hero's so good. It kind of solved a lot for the page. I'm gonna give it. I can't give it a 9. It's 8.9. It needs some more of that kind of problem description, but that still gives it a 9 average.
Got it.
It is.
Got it.
Officially goated. Congratulations. Really love this one. Congrats to the LibLab team. I think this has a lot of potential. So this is something, if you're an engineer, you have a developer API for your business, definitely check out LibLab. Probably save you tons of engineering cycles. And it's a good continuous tool to use. So check them out, liblab.com. As always, check us out, go to gil.com if you need product marketing or customer feedback support on your business. That's what I do. Brush your teeth, walk in the corner, Denbo out. Go Duke.